team coverage continues on the cold. The night team's Danica Lewis braving the elements out there, telling us how to keep the car running in this weather. Danica?
Well, an important thing to talk about here, Eric, when it gets this cold, you know, tow truck companies have been flooded with hundreds of calls today, most of it for what's under our hood, especially that battery, which sometimes doesn't have enough oomph to get the engine going in this kind of cold. On a day that conquered many cars,
we'll get her going.
Rob Dean.
I prefer this. I love the cold. I love it.
Was a night in neon armor.
It's the time of the year. We go, go, go.
With Prairie Land Towing, Dean rescued dozens of engines that couldn't, and their drivers.
Another success.
All but 2 cars Dean jumped.
Keep it over a half a tank of gas.
Started up again.
I hate saying it, but that's, you know, it's weather.
It's cold weather that really brings the cars in.
In the back of Smart Motors' shop rests a small battery graveyard.
And this is when a bad battery really shows up. It needs to be able to crank that cold engine with thick fluids in it, and it just can't do it.
Service manager Matt Jones says it's hard to predict when a battery might decide to quit, especially in temperatures so far below zero.
And this is kind of uncharted territory. We haven't been this cold in several years.
From frost to exhaust.
She's gonna be one happy girl.
Dean says when temperatures are down.
Keep your spirits up, that's all there is. Summer will be here.
Oh, and that summer can't come soon enough. Another few things to keep in mind in this kind of cold when it comes to your car. Your gas tank, make sure to keep that filled. What folks I talked to today said at least half a tank should help keep those gas lines from freezing up. Also, you want to check your tires here. When it's cold air outside, it can actually have a pretty big impact on the air pressure inside, and it can actually be a lot easier as well for air to bleed out near the rim. So keep a close eye on those tires throughout the winter. One more thing that's a little unexpected, animals. Yeah, Smart Motors has actually seen more critters crawl up into the engine space. I mean, they need a place to stay warm too, but the problem is they sometimes chew up some of the wiring in there. So make sure there aren't any furry friends in the engine parts there before you start up your car, and make sure they didn't do any damage, and just be sure to keep an eye on your car in general and keep it running out there.
All good advice, and Danica's about 20 feet out the back door, so you can come back in. We don't need any emails saying, why is she outside of this stuff? So, Danica, get inside. Thanks.